Our mindset is created from generational patterns from our parents, their parents, and so on. And try to be open to it. Try to surrender to this. Single family home, a home. Everybody in America wants to own a home. I totally get it. But it's not a financial investment. This is such a hot topic, and just please hear me out. It's a personal investment. This is where you're gonna raise your kids. This is where you're gonna earn money. You're gonna make love to your life partner. You're gonna feed your dog. You're gonna do all these personal things, and that is a return on your life. That is a return on that investment. But it's not a financial investment. In real estate, a financial investment is when you have someone else or others pay for the mortgage, the property tax, the insurance, the HOA, Home Depot, this and that. And on top of it, gives you a monthly check. Now that is what I call financial investment in real estate. And a lot of young people, including me, we're saving just to buy a home because we're so fixated on it. And what happens to us, we buy this home and we consciously and subconsciously check mark the big box. I made my investment, I made my real estate investment, and we stay parked there for 15, 20 years, and then we sell that home and we buy another home, and we never really pivot. Again, not understand how money compounds. When I buy real estate and why I buy multifamily in particular, it gives me and my family constant monthly cash flow in the excess of $550,000 a month. That's $500,000. On top of it, it also pays my children. Think about what I just said. It does not have a personality. It's not emotional. It's not a train wreck. It's not bipolar. It has no sensitivity to it. And it's constantly giving me positive cash flow. On top of it, it's giving me tax advantages. On top of it, it appreciates every single year. It keeps going up, including your cash flow. Now, wouldn't you want, how does that sound? If it sounds something pretty cool, then I would challenge you, don't buy a home. I would even challenge you and go so far to say, sell your home, take that, buy a 6-unit, 5-unit, maybe 4 units or above or below. If you're a first-time home buyer, maybe that 3%, whatever. I'm not a mortgage broker, by no means. I don't know the particulars, but I understand you could buy your first time, if you're a first-time home buyer, under a certain type of loan amount in different cities around the country here in the US, you can go 3.5% down payment. Can you imagine? 4 units or below is considered residential. Can you imagine if you had the courage to move in one of those units, have the other 3 folks pay for everything that I outlined, give you a check every month, and then in a couple years from now, you pivot, you sell that for a profit, and you buy something bigger and better. Can you imagine if you do that strategy for a lousy 10 years, which is just 10 Christmases, you can become financially free. The power of compound effort, it's identical to the power of compounding money. So inflation, I'm gonna give you some three areas that you should be really mindful. Real estate, inflation, what's going on today, and how do you actually execute to really understand it? Because if you don't understand it on a real elementary high level, you're not going to execute. There's a community, Upsiders. It's totally free. I don't charge any money. It's absolutely free for another Bobby or Sophie. What you could do is learn how this inflation, how this money works, how you, maybe with $1,000, $500, $10,000, $100,000, whatever the case may be, can actually compound that. One day you, like Sophie and I, can become financially free. You have to understand all these dynamic forces, and they're really easy, guys. It's not complicated. We just intimidate ourselves thinking it's complicated. It is so darn easy, and I'm gonna show you on a high level about what is inflation, how does it happen, how does it affect me, and more so, what should I be doing with my dollars, primarily real estate. More so, am I really making that 5% in the bank account like the yields are being paid? No, you're not. You need to find this out. You need to have this mindset. I'm going to show you this on a real high level, but then it's your job to activate yourself. Go down a rabbit hole. Be curious. Adjust some of that focus and energy you're focusing on somewhere else, and maybe get curious about what I'm saying here. Nothing is going to change in your life for the better financially, or maybe spiritually, how you feel about yourself, unless you start changing the way you're thinking and what you're focusing on.